Our duty
is to plan and perform
every job safely.
No job is done well
unless it's done
safely.
We handle high voltage every single day, so we don't have to cut power to people. We can handle up to 10,000 volts live in our hands, and as you saw, Mike was testing his rubber gloves before he went up in the air. He also tests his rubber sleeves. These protect us up to 10,000 volts. And he put on rubber line hose, which also protects us. It's our first line of defense with the rubber gloves to keep us safe every single day. One mistake is life and death with us. So every safety rule has to be followed, and the job setup has to be followed to the T, so we all go home safe.
We deal with a product that is unforgiving. I explained to the new third class that it'll kill you as quick as look at you. And you have to be safe. You have to plan for the unexpected.
We have a great record here in Newburgh, and it's because people care and people are aware of the dangers of the job. Every day is a challenge to make sure that we all get home safe at the end of the day, which is really the most important thing.
Our safety is a core value here at Central Hudson. It's part of our business plan. It's a value that is communicated from the top of the organization right on down through every employee within the organization. What we've been able to achieve here at Central Hudson is every employee on this property has taken their own personal responsibility to do everything they can to work safely.
I'm very proud to work for a company such as Central Hudson who emphasizes safety as much as they do. It makes me feel confident coming to work every day.
I'm always prepared to bring my hard hat and safety goggles. I always go out with another person. We rarely go out by ourselves. And even just when we're in the office here, we make sure that we're paying attention to what we're doing. We keep file drawers closed. We watch where we're going and pay attention on stairways, and we look out for each other.
In transportation, we work safely by making sure our floor is clean and easily accessible. We make sure our tools and our lifts are properly maintained so we can work safely under them. Obviously, we pick up large equipment. We go out on the field. We make sure that we have all our personal protective equipment on. And we also have to work safely so we can repair and maintain the vehicles and equipment that other employees in the company use to do their job.
From hard hats, safety glasses, coveralls, flame retardant clothing, and equipment that we use to work safely. We also have our monitors that we put into manholes to make sure the oxygen level and the atmosphere level for us to work is safe.
I'm wearing a 40 cal arc flare suit in case something goes awry in the substation when I do switching. I have gloves, high voltage gloves that are rated for 17 kV. These gloves are checked every day. I'm testing for leaks right now. They're blown up. Anytime I feel where I may have damaged it, it's retested. Both are tested every day.
We go over work sites with the crews, make sure they understand the extent of the job that they are going out to work on and the potential hazards that are involved in that job. Also make sure they're familiar with the road they're going to be on, the traffic control, and every job's different, and we just want to make sure that whatever job they're on, they're comfortable and understand what's involved.
Today we're repairing a gas leak on a cast iron main. We have fire extinguishers out. We know that our job is set up safely. We have 2 flaggers here, and we have the proper signage. We're working across the street from a school, and we're always aware of the dangers that are incorporated with a job like this.
Griffith's safety motto is safety equals good choices.
It's an attitude. You can give all the instruction you want, you can present all the classes, but if the person doesn't buy into the safety program, it's not going to work. Okay? You have to get them to buy into the program. The shame of the entire matter is sometimes it takes a significant emotional event in someone's life to change their safety attitude. They have to have an injury, have someone close to them have an injury, they have to experience the pain we're trying to get this point across before they experience the pain.
Like you said, it's kind of making smart choices and things that you do. I mean, just the day-to-day things, you know, looking out for other people. And I mean, I guess being in the office, it's more, you know, working as a group and making sure everyone's working safe and making smart choices and stuff.
Getting injured is not acceptable. Getting hurt, sending somebody home hurt, you don't want to do that because you want them to get home as in good shape as they left home. You know, we all got families. We want them to get back to their families in a decent shape and take care of our customers in the meantime.
When most people think about working safely at a utility company, they're probably thinking about the men and women in the fields who face potentially life-threatening situations every day. But working safely in the office environment is just as important. Working safely in an office may entail things as simple as pushing in cabinet drawers when you're done, getting the files out, or keeping the hallways clear so people don't trip. And it even extends out into the parking lot. In slippery conditions, you need to make sure we wear the right footwear.
In the call center here, we have an ergonomic keyboard, and it's very helpful for preventing carpal tunnel. And we are sure to have our seat adjustment height right for our posture. And we have the nice big screens to read for our eyes.
Here in the engineering department, we have lots of areas that can potentially be dangerous. One of them being the filing cabinet here, which is very large and bulky. It's very important that you keep things filed in order. We have to make sure that the top comes down safely to keep things safe. It's very easy to strain your back while lifting the heavy files out of the cabinet.
The job requires that I spend about 30 to 35% of my time in the field. Also do a considerable amount of driving, and when I'm in the field, I always make sure that I have on the proper safety equipment. I have to be very careful where we walk, where we step, and just be very aware of our surroundings.
I work safely in the field, wearing my hard hat, insulated gloves, and goggles just to protect and be safe, and so I am able to go home to my friends and my family. I'm out on the road every day, all day long, and safety is just constantly in the back of my mind.
I handle most of the hazardous waste storage disposal issues here for Central Hudson, so I always wear nitrile gloves whenever handling the waste, and I always wear protective eye gear to protect my eyes in case of any spills or any type of splashing, so I don't lose my vision.
I suffered a serious workplace injury back in 2001. While doing a piping job on a customer's property, the wrench slipped and I struck myself in the eye with the wrench. It resulted in me losing my right eye. When I look back on that, I wish I could do that day over. At the time, I had pushed my safety glasses to the top of my head just to get a clearer view of my work, and I'd let my guard down just for that 1 second, and that's all it took. Unfortunately, I learned the hard way that it only takes a second of letting your guard down to be injured, and I try to make that I try to get something positive out of that and get that message across to my coworkers, especially the young coworkers coming into the company, and so that they don't have to go through that they can learn the lesson without the cost.
Our families are very comforted knowing that from the top executives right down to the laborer, safety is of value to Central Hudson, so we go home every night to our family safe and sound, and we're able to come back in the next day and apply that safety right over again.
So it's very, very important that you be safe here at work and at home, and I share that information with my children. I'm always saying, be safe, and now they even tell me to be safe when I'm off and on my way to work.
I'm getting married next year. I got a house with my fiance, and then we got a puppy, and a lot of good things to look forward to into the future. I want to make sure I'm around for many years to come.
I work safely because I want to see my little sisters grow up and be there for them as they grow older.
I work safely because I basically want to enjoy the rest of my life. I want to be around and eventually have a family of my own.
We work safe every day here at Central Hudson. Safety is our top priority. Between not wanting a coworker to get hurt, or I want to be able to walk my daughters down the aisle.
It's not lost on us that our record is outstanding, and we all feel that that's important to us, not just as a record, but as a way of working safely so everyone goes home at the end of the day. Everyone has a fulfilling life outside the company.
Be safe. Get home safe every day.
Our duty
is
to plan
and
perform
every
job
safely.
No job
is
done
well,
unless it's done safely.